There's some reports coming out that Deontay Wilder, before he fought Joseph Parker, had recently found out that he had a broken arm before he was thinking of getting into this fight with Joseph Parker and actually finalizing the deal. He had a broken arm before he even realized that he got into the fight with this guy. And that is huge news when you really think about it. Because Joseph Parker was a very tough fight. And a lot of people felt like Deontay Wilder was not the same going into that fight. They felt like he was definitely lacking as far as power, speed, and just not letting his hands go enough. And then a red flag for me was when Joseph Parker was using all this weight on Wilder and wasn't really getting any kind of responses or resistance. And with this article, it says that Deontay Wilder has revealed that he fought his bouts with Joseph Parker and Zhang while nursing a broken arm that he didn't even realize he had. The Bronze Bomber suffered back-to-back career defeats for the second time when he faced the New Zealander in December 2003 and the Chinese Star in June 2024. Lost by unanimous decision and TKO. He said, I broke my arm way back in November sometime. I didn't know. I had 2 tears on my shoulder. I could feel the pain. I thought it was just old injuries. But I got an MRI recently and everything was effed up there. I didn't know because I got a high tolerance of pain. Wow, that's crazy. This man had tears on his shoulder. This man had a broken arm. Man, still had 2 tears on his shoulder and he had a broken arm. Wow, how long has he been fighting with that? That is amazing. And a lot of people will look at this and they'll say, well, that's just excuses, He still would have lost those last 2 fights. That's not what he's saying. Because obviously, before he fought Tyson Fury in the first fight, he didn't even reveal till later on that he had already broken his arm about 3 months before the fight happened. 3 months before he dropped Tyson Fury twice, he had already broke his arm. So that's possibly an old injury. But he said, I thought it was just an old injury, but it is an old injury, but it's something that he never got fixed. And that's crazy for him to be walking around that long with a broken arm. And it showed that he's a warrior because he actually got into the toughest fights that you could possibly have at heavyweight right now. And he basically showed everybody that, I can go 12 rounds with Joseph Parker with a broken arm. That changes a lot when you think about it. That changes a whole lot. Zhang, 5 rounds, broken arm. That changes a whole lot and got up after getting dropped. So when you really look at things like that, that changes a lot of things when just overall. I can't believe Deontay Wilder was in a position where he had a broken arm with all that power. Pain tolerance, didn't feel it. That changes a lot. That definitely shows me that he's more than capable of actually still getting the job done. And I didn't want to close the door shut on a lot of things. And like I said before, you're going to hear some criticism of people saying certain things about this. But I've also heard people say injuries after fights, after they've lost. So this is not after a loss. This is months later. This is the injury that was a year later that was found out. So this is not something that he's just going around trying to get sympathy for. And Wilder's also discussing the potential of fighting Francis Ngannou. He said that Francis Ngannou's, he hope everything is going well for him. If Turki Al-Sheikh is with everything, they're with it. Whichever way it goes. If the fight is still being put on or whatever's available or being put out right now, Deontay Wilder's getting a lot of deals from a lot of different countries, as he said, not just to fight in either America or Saudi. A lot of different countries are reaching out, trying to see if he's able to put on a show for them. A lot of people are interested. He has a lot of offers for different fights ever since he's been off. The Zhang fight really hasn't slowed him down any. As I said, he has a lot of offers. The Francis Ngannou fight was actually supposed to happen before Fury and Joshua jumped into the mix. And now that Deontay Wilder's a lot more healthier, he's getting to the point now where he's back to his normal self. A lot of different things been going on. He's getting things prepared outside the ring so he can be at his best inside the ring. And that's still a fight that I would like to see with Ngannou. Just because the fact that Wilder and Ngannou want to have that fight so bad, a lot of those guys want to test each other. I know Ngannou, he just wants to get in the ring with a fighter like Wilder and test himself. Ngannou's a real good fighter, man. At this point right now, he's doing everything that a combat fighter should be doing in the sports, like MMA, boxing. He's going to be a person that will help change the future and how people look at boxing in years to come. But with a matchup with Wilder, it'll be very intriguing and interesting. I know a lot of times people haven't been really looking at that fight as something they would want to see, but at this point, why not? I mean, a lot of other fights right now, matchups aren't really coming to fruition as quickly as people would like. So I would like to see Wilder and Ngannou get in the ring. Wilder also has a lot of other offers. So this is not the only fight that he's just deadly just solely looking at this fight, but he's looking at other fights as well. But Ngannou and Wilder is a fight that he's interested in right now. And that would be a good look, man. It's a good potential fight. Like I said, a lot of other offers as well. And hasn't really changed anything lately. He's been working on the same things, trying to get healthy. I felt like when he was boxing back earlier against Zhang, he was doing a good job. Just the power wasn't there, and it wasn't because like the power wasn't there as far as his capabilities, but as far as the injury shows, it makes a lot of sense. And it's good that he actually is able to get those injuries fixed and a lot of things looked at. Just goes to show you that throughout his career, he's gotten into the ring with a lot of injuries and things and not really held it as a excuse. Fought Tyson Fury after breaking his arm 3 months earlier. Just a lot of stuff that people don't do. Usually guys get tune-ups when stuff like that happens, but just shows how different Deontay Wilder is right now. He's a different kind of animal, different kind of person, and different kind of fighter. But that's all I got. Like and subscribe.